This is the TV News, the industry's only daily video report, brought to you by American Ingenuity TV. For all of your electronic marketing and creative needs, American Ingenuity TV is simply the solution.
Welcome to the TVNews.tv for Tuesday, April 6th. And here are today's top stories. Circle April 25th on your TV calendar as Tom Hanks, yes, the great Tom Hanks, who can simply do no wrong in movies or TV, well, with the exception of Joe versus the Volcano, he will be reuniting with Peter Scolari at the 8th Annual TV Land Awards. The appearance represents a kind of Bosom Buddies reunion, and there is no word yet on whether the boys will be cross-dressing up as Buffy and Hildegard. Or is that Hildegard and Buffy? What a treat. And it just goes to show that with a genuine star, devoid of an overactive ego like Tom Hanks, the bigger they are, the bigger they are. Word is out that now even SyFy will be creating a food program franchise, and it will reportedly center around Top Chef leftover Marcel Vigneron. The stated rationale is that with the food ad industry tabbed at $12 billion a year, there's plenty of room for more food on TV. Well, apparently no one got the memo that we already have the Food Network, the Food to Go channel, the Travel channel, plenty of food fare on Bravo, Fox, and we're already slated for more food on CBS, plus Scripps the Cooking channel. Oh, and then there's NBC. Come on! We're a fat enough nation already, and the last thing we need is more food. Please. But I guess there's always more room for Jell-O, right? And now, from our international desk, for those of you craving who's watching what and how much in the UK, then consider tvbythenumbers.com as your across-the-pond web homeland. They're now delivering near-daily UK ratings reports that quantify audience delivery across Great Britain's terrestrial networks and Sky. For example, the recently launched Doctor Who, in its 5th edition, recently snagged 8 million viewers and an audience share of nearly 37% on BBC One. Good show, tvbythenumbers.com. And finally, cable's most popular network, USA, will be welcoming in a lot of new characters during the 2010-2011 season, including A Legal Mind, about a college dropout who makes his way through the ranks of a prestigious Manhattan law firm. Robin, and that's with a Y, a kind of modern-day urban Robin Hood with an I, Robin with an I, the rich. Get it? Then there's Stick, a suspended NHL goon who becomes a sort of poor man's equalizer, and the Velvet Hammer, a former Texas Deb and now hard-boiled FBI agent who returns to help those in need in the Lone Star State.
New Media, New Marketing is brought to you by Combridges, your internet and multi-screen marketing go-to guys. Visit us at combridges.com.
With all of the iPad pre-launch hype now in the rearview mirror, Combridges.com's John Leland is now here for some straight talk about the iPad regarding this revolutionary device's prospective contribution to the TV industry. John?
Hi, Jeff. Happy Tuesday. Yeah, the iPad is a revolutionary device as far as I'm concerned, and it's interesting to me kind of all the different misconceptions that have happened about it. We're really in an environment, as you and I have been talking about, which is a multi-screen environment, and the iPad is a new kind of screen. Many people confuse it with the netbooks and criticize it because it doesn't have a video conferencing camera. But the big point, I think, is that it's more for media consumption than it is for media creation, including even this kind of video chat that we're doing via Skype. Let me rewind just for a minute all the way back to when you and I were in the early days of the cable business at USA Network, and things like day-part programming dedicated to women, even ESPN, MTV, and so forth. Narrowcast slice networks were revolutionary. The megatrend that everybody has to keep in common, and another kind of toothpaste that will not be going back in the tube, is the fact that there will be constantly more and more choices and more options for the consumer. we remember that the number of cable networks has exploded, and we've talked about the number of new channels, including YouTube channels, for example, that are continuing to increase. The same thing is happening with the devices. Remember that we used to just have the TV set, then we have the TV set and the internet, then we have the TV set, internet, and mobile. And in fact, the iPad is much closer to an iPhone than it is to all the little netbooks that people want to compare it to. It's really for consumption, but people will be watching movies via the iTunes store. They'll watch movies via the Netflix, on-demand instant view. And so there's going to be many more options of ways that people will be able to receive TV programming all the way from movies to broadcast series to podcasts. So it's exciting, and it continues to open the door on new possibilities for people in the TV industry that are willing to be innovative and get out there and create content for these new markets.
Yeah, I want to just amplify and have you confirm and you said it was very, very, very concise, but the iPad is a media consumption device, not a media creation device for the TV industry. Certainly not at this time.
Right. I mean, there are people that would like to be able to edit video on an iPad, but it's really not designed for that.
Well, thank you, John, for setting us straight on the iPad present and future, and we will see you next Tuesday.
All right. Thanks, Jeff. Great to be with you.
Future events and opportunities brought to you by Dude Walker. Get the best voice. Get the best price. Get Dude at dudewalker.com.
The TVNews.tv has been racking up some pretty impressive viewing numbers as of late, and now seems to be the right time to become a sponsor. To get started, click here at the TVNews.tv or drop us an email at advertise@thetvnews.tv. And in just a little over a month, the Cable Show 2010 happens in Los Angeles. To register, log on to 2010.thecableshow.com. And that's about it for today's edition of the TV News. We'll be back tomorrow with top news, and Susan Hibben will be in with the Programming Pulse. I'm Jeff Grimshaw. Thanks for watching, and go out and make it a good day.
The TV News has been brought to you by American Ingenuity TV. For all of your electronic marketing and creative challenges, American Ingenuity TV is simply the solution.